Okay, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Uh hold on. Welcome. It is Toxic Talk Thursday, October the 24th, 2024, 2 minutes after the hour, guys. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team with the Queen SennyJ and the Queen Miss Miko. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. That's facts. Chat room is wide open, or you can call in. You know the number is 570-982-6950. Broadcasting live on all social media platforms. Uh, please like, share, follow, and subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. Thank you so much. We hope all is well with you and your family. I say this every morning. I know it sounds scripted, but it is what it is. And I'm grateful to say it this morning because I'm grateful to be up this morning. If you're going through anything in your life and you're not getting the right amount of love, this is where you get it right here on this show. But most importantly, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Now, I'm here today on this show. Oh, guys, please, you could donate to the show if you want. You can see the donation number down there at the bottom, 570-982-6950. Keep the movement going. I want to start off by saying that we are excited about, tomorrow, we brought back chat room member of the week. And we bringing back some of the old things that we used to do, some of the old segments that we used to do back in the day. We bring them back. So 8 years running, almost 9 years running, Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team, and we truly appreciate it. Now, few things I wanna get into. First of all, I gotta leave early. I got another dental appointment. I'm doing major dental work in my mouth, so I'm going to see an oral surgeon. I saw an oral surgeon the other day. Going back again today. And then the third quarter of my life, almost entering the fourth quarter of my life. Just like anything else, you got to, modify the body, modify the health, and that's what I'm doing. So I'll keep you updated on my dental work and all the things that has to be done. As far as pertaining to my mouth, pause on that, pause on the mouth, pause. Okay, so let's get into this thing. And welcome to the show, guys. Only place on this whole entire earth where you get your morning started right. I wanted to wait till some people come into the chat room, but I'm not going to wait. I'm gonna just keep going from here. What I want to say. Okay, so last night I watched the town hall, the debate. I mean, Kamala Harris had a town hall discussion with independent voters or voters that were like undecided on who to vote for president. Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Like I said, I'm leaving a little early today. I got some oral surgery, dental work, cleaning up my whole entire mouth. That's going to take a few months. So I've already started that process. And I hope I'm able to do the show tomorrow. But if I can't do the show tomorrow, you have Senny and you have Miss Miko. So I'm gonna go run back to the dentist today. I went the other day, and like I said, they're gonna work on my mouth, and I'll keep you guys updated. Okay, so town hall yesterday with Kamala Harris, which I watched. I fell asleep on. I'll be honest with you. I watched. Sister Soldier, good morning. How are you? And it was very interesting for me to watch this town hall, and I'll tell you why, Sister Soldier, and I'll tell you why everybody that's listening. I'll be honest with you, I'm a registered Democrat and I'm voting for the Vice President Harris, no doubt about it, 100%. Boy, I am very nervous. I don't know, like I don't get anxious like this. You know how I feel, and you know my philosophy. And if you don't know, I don't worry about a lot of things because to me, worrying is projecting. Sometimes they are legit worries, no question about it. I'm not minimizing that. They are legit worries. They are time sensitive worries that we know. Talked about this already. Worrying about paying your rent or your mortgage, that's a stress, that's a worry, that's a time sensitive. Worry about your health. That you know that there's something wrong with your health. That's a legit worry. That's a mental psychological thing. I'm talking about projecting over things that we can't control. But I'll be honest with you, Sister Soldier, and everyone that's listening to this chat room, I was a little worried about next week. We only have a few more days, I believe. Is it next week or when is the presidential election? I think it's about 10 days from now. So my beloved niece Shannon Berry was good. And I don't want to get into the politics part of this, but it just touched my heart, my soul this morning. That I'll be honest with you, I am a little worried about the presidential election. And I'll give you my reasons in a moment. I'm not staying long, got dental work to be done. And my grandson is out here as well. And my grandson and my daughter is about 40 miles from here. So after my dental procedure, I want to see if I feel well enough to go over there and meet them at the resort. And I hope I can. If I can't, we just do the video conference. So the soldier said, and welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth before you get your morning started. Right, I'm gonna get into this. Give me a second. I'm just tripping. Good morning, Vanessa. Good morning, everybody. Not the worrying type, okay? I do worry. There is some anxiety. I get that. I get that. But I'll be honest with you on this one. I am concerned and a little worried about November the 5th. Sister Soldier put that in the chat room. I believe that's election day. I'm having a little anxiety about the presidential election, and I could give you some of the reasons why. One, because I'm into politics. For some reason, politics fascinates me. I don't know why. I don't know where I got that from. I think I got it from back in the day when my father used to watch the politics, the political shows in the morning. Remember those political shows that come on Sunday morning? You guys remember that? Remember they used to have political shows on Sunday morning? So I'm into politics. I'm into local politics, state politics, federal politics. So I'm into it. So I think that's one of the reasons why, and then we get into the show. I just want to get this out of the way real quick. That's one of the reasons why I think that I'm so worried about it, because I'm so focused on it, I believe. And there's so many undecided voters, and I still don't understand why the women don't want to support Kamala Harris for president. But that's another issue. And then also the reproduction issues, with women in the government. I just think that would just be like just a over the top slam bam, she's the president, ma'am kind of thing. And also women, even if it's a novelty thing, just women, just having a woman president. Like, let's see how that work out. I think women should vote for a woman president, but obviously that's not the case because she would be president right now, or she would have her polling would suggest that. That's not the case. So there's a lot of women in this country that honestly don't want a woman to be president of the United States. Here's my main issue as well. Elon Musk, the owner of Twitter or X, is giving out $1 million a day to any registered voter until election. $1 million a day. And now they're saying that the federal courts, the federal judge, I mean, the government is like, sent him a notice like, yo, bro, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to buy anybody's vote. But damn, $1 million? He's giving away $1 million for every day until the election to a registered voter. That scares me as well. I don't know if you guys are feeling this or you don't care about the presidential election, or if you're feeling a little anxious about it, because I was confident, a month ago, when Vice President Harris announced she was running for president, and we had that whole euphoria, and it's like, yeah, we're gonna kick his ass, and now it's kind of, leveled out a little bit, and this race is so close. And I don't know, maybe if I'm feeding too much into it, and then Donald Trump is like, yo, you know what? We're gonna bring the military in, and we're gonna throw people out the country, and maybe I might be feeding too much into this. But when Elon Musk was like, yo, I'm giving everybody $1 million a day to vote a Republican, I'm like, wow, they are really, really, really solidifying what this is all about. It's all about the money, and Elon Musk and Donald Trump is trying not to lose none of this. And then we got us common folks out here that just want to participate in the rights of being a citizen of the United States by voting. I don't know if I sound naive to the fact, because then there's a lot of people who don't vote. Cindy's already, she's anti-government. She's not going to vote, and I get it. I respect that. But this is the opportunity for us to kill the mega movement. And I don't know if that's the case here, but I will be honest with you. I will be honest, and we'll move on. But I will be honest with you. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I don't know. Is it me? Is it me? Am I the only one feeling like this? Like, I feel a little nervous for November the 5th. And the time is flying so fast. It's already Thursday. It's a Toxic Talk Thursday. This week is already damn near over with. And then I was watching some her town hall yesterday, and I didn't even know. And maybe you guys can help me out, because let's have this conversation. I didn't even know that the federal minimum wage was $7.25. The federal minimum wage is $7 before we get into the show. $7.25. And it's been like that for years. Now I know our beloved Vanetta George works for the government. We all know that. She shares it all, we know. She's announced that on this show. Why is the federal government minimum wage $7.25? That is below the poverty line. Who's working for $7.25? Like a 9-year-old? Now, I know in certain states, wherever state you're from, I know a lot of folks here in New York. What is the minimum wage for the state of New York? Let's see what the minimum wage is for the state of Pennsylvania. I'm going to find out right now. What is the minimum wage for the state of Pennsylvania? $7.25. Yo. It says the Department of Labor and Industry in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania says that the minimum wage is $7.25. Oh, wait a minute. It says, okay. Oh. Beginning July the 1st, 2024, the minimum wage goes up to $20. What is the minimum wage in New? Because remember, I don't know, guys. Remember when we were kids And we had, put in the one chat room if you ever had like the summer job. Remember the summer job we used to have? While school is out in summer, and you did like 8 weeks of or 7 weeks of summer job, and you took the summer job money and you bought clothes for your first day or your first day of school, or your parents just took your money. Put a number one in the chat room if you guys remember when we had the summer jobs. Remember the summer job? In the summer job, they had the minimum wage. Remember back then, the minimum wage was like what? $2. Let me see if this is correct. Okay. So here it said, wait, let me put my glasses on because I ain't gonna be trying to be acting cute. Okay. So here we go. It says 7 states and Washington, D.C. have minimum wages of $15 or more. Washington, New York, Massachusetts, New Jersey, Connecticut, California, and Maryland have minimum wages over $15. In the state of Pennsylvania, where I live, I'm ashamed to live here right now, is $7.20. This can't be right. This can't be right. What's the minimum wage in the state of Pennsylvania? It says, as of 2024, the minimum wage in Pennsylvania is $7.25 an hour. That can't be right. The state of Oregon has a minimum wage of $14.70. Puerto Rico, yes, Pennsylvania. This is embarrassing. I mean, I do understand the fact that a job for $7.25 or $10 an hour is mainly geared. It's probably a service industry, probably a service industry, probably for younger folks, right? So right, let's think about it, right? So $7.25, $10 an hour could probably be a service job, a job for young folks, right? Or older folks that maybe are retired that don't need the money, that probably want to stay below the poverty line so it doesn't mess up any other income like their Social Security, whatever. I get it. But who the hell is working for $7.25? Might as well stay home. What is that? How much is that? How much is that a year? How much is that a week? So she proposes to double the minimum wage to $15. You know that ain't gonna happen. Let's be honest. How is that gonna happen? Mike Grassley, did you know that in the state of Pennsylvania, you'll double check this, that the minimum wage is $7.25? Who can live off of that? $7.25. Again, these are jobs that are probably geared towards younger folks. 13-year-olds, 19-year-olds, like that marketplace. Nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. But I'm thinking, when I think that, I'm thinking that minimum wage is appropriate for younger folks, at least back in the day. I don't even know about now. I don't even know if a 15-year-old is even going to work for $7.25. Okay, so then let me ask, like, how much is the minimum wage of McDonald's? Let's see. Minimum wage for working at McDonald's in Pennsylvania. How much is it? Oh, damn, it's almost $12 an hour. It's almost 12. In Pennsylvania, it's almost $12 an hour to work at McDonald's. Look at Dilo. Minimum wage in North Carolina is also $7.25. That's quick. Yo, listen, guys, I swear that I did not know this until Vice President Harris said this on the panel last night. I didn't even know. I'm like, $7.25. I'm like, this bitch crazy. $7.25. I think it's $725 a week. And I think it should be illegal that a job would offer anyone the minimum wage of $7.25. I would deem that illegal. who's working at a job like that. No disrespect, especially when folks got families, and that is definitely below the poverty line. But on the positive, we can look at it this way. And welcome to the show, guys. The only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Remember tomorrow, chat room member of the week. Here's a positive part of looking at $7.25 per hour. We do now live in a time where most of us can control our income. We can earn our own way in society. So you don't have to sit there. Remember back in the day, and I mean, I'm talking about our older members of the group, right? Back in the day, that was the norm. You either got this $7, or let's say you got $5 an hour, you got $7 an hour, you got $10 an hour, you got, like, it was a norm. Not today. We have crushed that threshold, because the times that we live in today, you can make your own money. You can literally make your own $25 an hour. And thank God for Jesus for that. But I really didn't know that the minimum wage for the federal government, and now I'm just finding out that the state of Pennsylvania is $7.25. And it's been like that for years. Yo, Dre, I was thinking about you, bro. Yo, Dre, I was actually thinking about you the other day. And look, you popped up in the chat room, man. Good to see you, man. Good to hear from you. I'm going to reach out to you after the show. I was actually thinking about you. D-Lo, good morning. Past, present, my beloved niece, Shannon Berry, everybody else in the chat room, Young and Nut, everybody. So D-Lo said that it's $7.25 in North Carolina, $7.25 in the state of Pennsylvania. In New York is what, $15 and for minimum wage. But did my niece Shannon Berry also say that it's $20 to work at McDonald's? Is it $20 an hour, Shannon, to work at McDonald's, or is it $20 an hour for the minimum wage in the state of New York? Which one is it? And my question is, would you have your child work, or a loved one, not even a child, a guardian, anybody else? If you have a child, if there's a guardian, you have a niece, nephew, would you be okay for them working for $7.25 an hour? Because there's two ways you can look at that, right? You can look at it as work experience. You can look at it as discipline. You can look at it as, if you choose to have your child or your loved one or your guardian work for $7.25 an hour, you can look at it as how do they perform working with others? How do they perform at their job, right? Getting to work on time. Like this could be practice. This could be practice for the real life job. Or you can look at your kids and your loved one and say, you are not leaving this house for $7.25 an hour. Which one is it? I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I want my kid going out there for $7.25 an hour. Because for $7.25 an hour, no disrespect to that wage, let's talk about the environment of a job that pays $7.25 an hour. Matter of fact, guys in the chat room, man, let's put some work. Let's put some work in it. What are those jobs that pay $7.25 an hour? And shame on the federal government for years for having a minimum wage only at $7.25 an hour. Also, the state of Pennsylvania, where I live, shame on you for having a minimum wage of $7.25 an hour. Shame on the state of North Carolina. D-Lo just said it, that they also state minimum wage is $7.25 an hour. Now, let's talk about the impact of if the government, the feds and the state raise the minimum wage to $20 an hour. Does that impact the private sector? Does that impact folks that employers that have jobs that pay $20 an hour? Will food prices go up? If the wage go up, the prices go up. Summer youth, my niece writes, summer youth pays teens $15 per hour past summer. So the summer youth, yo, is this backwards? My niece just said that the summer youth or the summertime break gets $15 an hour, but the minimum wage, federal minimum wage, is $7.25 an hour. It's obsolete. It doesn't register in real time. It's not reality. And at what workplace and what employer is going to sit there and go, you want this job? Well, it pays $7.25 an hour. It's backwards. It doesn't make sense. And what quality of work are you going to get? What type of production are you going to get from a person that's making $7.25 an hour? What jobs are out there? The state of New York, the state of Pennsylvania, the states that we name, you should be ashamed of yourself. The federal minimum wage has been the same since 2009. What year is this? The federal minimum wage has been the same since 2009. That is 73 years ago. But again, we do have that choice now. Where's the door? I got to. I remember I told you beginning of the show. I did some oral surgery on my mouth, and I'm doing some more today. And in the next couple of months, I'm getting new dentures in my mouth. I don't believe I just said that to y'all. Thank God for Jesus, though. I tell you that. That's my mother always says that. We do live in a time today that we can, I mean, especially for you guys that have established jobs like Danielle Williams and all you guys. There's a lot of guys in the chat room that got great jobs. I get it. But what I'm saying is, how do we tell our young folks to take those jobs? Will you allow your niece and your nephew? Hold on a second, I just jumped. Would you allow your niece and your nephews to work these type of jobs? I just answered that question not too long ago. I say no. McDonald's, yeah. Burger King, yeah. All that, yes. Because those are fundamental jobs that teach you, teamwork, how to work with others, be on time, customer service related. Those jobs train you to have your real job. Am I making sense? And let me ask you in the chat room. Let me ask you this in the chat room, guys. And tune in tomorrow. We have the chat room member of the week. Donation Fridays, even though you got the donation on the board. Let me ask you guys a job. What was that? And I think I asked this question before, but let's ask it again. What was your first job, like your first teenage job? Mine was, I was working at Woolworth on Fordham Road. If you guys are from New York, y'all remember Woolworth on Fordham Road? It was on Fordham Road and Grand Concourse. And there was a Woolworth on the corner. And this lady that went to my mother's church was one of my mother's friends. She was one of the managers at Woolworth. And she got me a job there. My mother asked this woman, can I work there? And she got me a job there. And I worked there for 3 weeks. That woman had me in the basement. I can't remember her name. That woman had me in the basement of the Woolworth on Fordham Road. And I was tying garbage bag. I couldn't even see what the counter looked like. I would walk into that store, walk to the back, go. They pull, the floor when they got the door on the floor, and then you walk downstairs on the down the steps, and there was nothing but garbage down there. But I tell you one thing: for doing that job for 3 weeks, I forever learned how to tie a garbage bag properly. And that was my first job. It lasted 3 weeks, and then I got out of there. Yeah, Danielle. There's a lot going on with the mouth, boy. And after a certain amount of years, you got to change your dentures, and you got to do a lot of. Then one of my crowns fell out, and I had to repair that. So there's a lot going. There's a lot going on. I fell out now, and the holidays are coming, so I'm doing emergency dental work. And and my health insurance is not covering any of none of that. At least not 90% of it. And I got to pay for it. Shout out to all my dentists. You old as hell when you got 2 dentists and 3 urologists. You old as hell when you have 2 dentists and 3 urologists. But I share on this show. I don't give a damn. This is my life, and I share it with y'all. Whatever's happening, you know what's going on. I've been through a lot in this show, and y'all been there with me. Now, there's some folks out here, like I just mentioned, Danielle, a lot of folks out here that have these jobs. Good jobs. And I think that for the younger folks, right? For the younger folks, these would be jobs that will sustain you as far as working with others. But what was that first job? Mine was Woolworth on Fordham Road. Worked there for about a month. I got out of there. This woman wouldn't allow me nowhere near the cash register. I wanted to work with the cash register, be with the people. That was for the veterans. But boy, I was down there. Boy, I was tying those garbage bags. What was your first job? I was tying those garbage bags. Yeah, my dental plan don't cover but so much, and then I got to come out my pocket, which is all good because you guys know I'm in the entertainment business. I got to keep this thing right. But like I said, I don't know. Put no more chat room if you wear dentures in this chat room. After a while, it gets old, and you gotta do them over again. Mine has the one that course. What was your first job? And how do we share with young folks? Do we share with young folks? Hey, listen, I don't want you to do that $7 an hour job. You know what I mean? Like, but you could go out and sell some merchandise or go online and create income online because you could do that. And the times that we live in today, there's a tremendous amount of different sources of income that easily all of us in this chat room can make $7.25 an hour if we focused on the task at hand, right? Which is true. Look what my niece said. She said the kids will never work for $7.25 an hour. And I can't be mad at them. How you gonna be mad at them? You can't be mad at these little niggas. They will work $7.20. What is that? And as a parent, how can you force a child to work for $7.25 an hour? How are you going to do that? These kids are not doing that. Listen, you could sell your old Jordans. Say you got a pair of nice Jordans that are like in great condition, right? sell a pair of Jordans for $500. You done made a month's worth of work. You done made a month's worth of money comparison to working $7.25 an hour. I totally agree with Shannon Berry, my beloved niece. What child is working for $7.25 an hour? The federal government is paying $7.25 an hour. Vice President Harris talked about it last night. She said she wanted to double up that minimum wage. The federal minimum wage has been that way since 2009. The state of Pennsylvania that I live in, shame on you. I did not know that the minimum wage was $7.25. And how can I get a child to go out there and work for $7.25 when some of these kids is out here making thousands and thousands of dollars a week? D-Lo Mathis said that the state of North Carolina, $7.25 an hour. I think that this should be outlawed, and I think it should be. I think that is criminal. I think that is criminal. There's kids out there making more money than some of us right now. How can you fix your mouth to tell your teenage child to go out there and work for $7.25 an hour? How can you fix your face? I don't even know how you would do it. But I just said that maybe the only benefit of having a child work at $7.25 an hour is to work with others, learn how to work with others, learn how to be on time, learn to be a team player. But you could do that at McDonald's for $20 an hour. Teenagers are working for $15 an hour on a summer break. Guys, remember the summer break when we was kids? And we had the summer job. I put it up on chat room. I asked this question earlier. I don't know. Remember, we had the summer job back in the day in New York City. I don't know if you grew up someplace else. I don't know if they had those type of programs where you live, but we had it in New York. Now, let's move on. Kamala Harris said that Donald Trump is unfit for president. I gotta go to dinner soon, guys. I gotta get out of here. Remember, tomorrow, chat room member of the week. Nicole Harris, $7 is not enough for our kids to live by his economics. $7 is 29 cents, but it's not, it doesn't even matter who economics is. It's not enough money. I totally agree with you. And I'm telling you, some of these teenagers out here from 15 to 19, they know they figured out a way to get paid via the internet. But Vice President Trump, Kamala Harris said that Donald Trump is unfit to be president. I truly believe that. The man is something psychologically wrong with him. And we know that, but it's like Donald Trump is equivalent to Jim Jones to me. You remember Jim Jones? And I'm not talking about Jim Jones, the rapper. Shout out to Jim Jones, the rapper. I'm not talking about it. I'm talking about Jim Jones, who gave out the juice. That's where Jim Jones got his name from. Put a number one in the chat room if you remember Jim Jones back in the day when he gave everybody the juice and told everybody to remain internally sleepy like Big. That's the Jim Jones I'm talking, that cult leader from back in the day. Put it in one chat room if you all remember Jim Jones from back in the 70s, when he made about 2,000-3,000 people commit suicide by drinking the punch. That's what I equate the Donald Trump supporters to, because I just don't understand that the level of ignorance is so compelling to me that people are Reggie Harley. Remember Jim Jones, D-Lo Mathis? Remember Jim Jones with the juice? That the level of ignorance fascinates me so much that it could only be a cult leader type situation. And they talk about he's unfit. But let's talk about unfit. All of us in this chat room right now, including myself, is unfit to do certain things. All of us in this chat room, before we move on, is unfit to do certain things. I'm not qualified to be a dentist. Remember, I'm going to the dentist in a few, and I know that. I'm not qualified to be a doctor. I'm unfit. There's certain sectors and industries and positions in life I don't know about. I gotta ask questions. I'm unfit. I can't go to a seminar and stand in front of people and talk about the psychological metrics of how the mind is set on a numeral calendar, whatever the F I just made up. I can't do that. I'm unfit. I don't know. I'm not qualified. Now, there's been times in my life that I thought I knew something and I was talking shit and I didn't know what I was talking about. And I made myself look like an idiot. Put a #1 chat room if you ever did that. Put a #1 chat room if you was talking shit and you ain't know what you was talking about. Maybe you was drunk or whatever, and you was in your right state of mind and you was just talking and talking and talking. And somebody looked at you and said, man, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking. Thank you, Sheila. You're the only one that's answered it. Put #1 chat room if you talk so much there. And then you even put #1 chat room if you talk so much shit and you stop to go and you said to yourself, I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh my God. And that's what it is. This dude is unfit to be president. What? What she said, Shawn? Shawn, 911 call after. Okay, I will. Steph, I'll call you as soon as the show's over while I'm driving to the dentist. Got to work on my dentures and everything else in my mouth. How many of us have talked shit and don't know what we're talking about? We could be under the influence or not. I remember recently I picked up a puzzle. We had a puzzle in here. It was like 700 pieces. I put 3 together and I said, you know what? I'm unfit to do this because my ADHD was kicking in. It was crazy. I was like, yo, I can't do this puzzle. And it was a puzzle of like a lake with a house in the back of it. I was like, oh, no, we can't do this. Oh, no. My ears about to blow. I was unfit. What are you unfit to do in this lifetime? But the difference between you and I, between us and Donald Trump, is that we know that we're unfit to do certain things and that we are not qualified to teach things. And that's okay. And that's okay because we can realize that. But we're dealing with a person right now that's unfit and don't care. Somebody just said in the comments that Donald Trump is dangerous. Who said that? I don't know. The comments went by. You know, I'm barely in the comment room. And like I said in the beginning of this show, I'm a little nervous and there's a little anxiety, and I'm the type of person that don't get nervous and I don't worry about too much. I mean, maybe I don't know if that's good or bad, but have you ever talked about something to someone else knowing goddamn well you knew that you didn't know you was not qualified to talk about it, but you was just talking shit? Give me 17 #1s. Can somebody in the chat room give Shawn Harvey 17 #1s? Because I've been in that position. Please get out there and vote. Now, let's move on. Toxic Talk Thursday. I want to talk about the neighborhood hustler. The neighborhood hustler. You know who that is. That one person that's in the hood. And it don't matter what hood it is, New York, where Pennsylvania, even out here where I live, that neighborhood hustler who's peddling merch, who's out there in these streets, and they loving folks. I'm not saying anything wrong about the neighborhood hustler, and I think we all know a neighborhood hustler or we seen one. I remember back in the day, my man used to sell FUBU shirts. Remember before FUBU became FUBU, they used to sell FUBU out in the street. And my man used to sell FUBU hard body back in the day. And he was out there hustling. Any new fashion or anything that was out, that was trending, he would walk around the neighborhood. He would walk from Southern Boulevard down to Innervale, 163, 165. And he was just hustling merch or whatever. And guess what? To this day, my man is still hustling, but guess what? He's a major salesman at a Mercedes-Benz dealer in Miami, Florida. He's a very successful man. And every time I go down to Florida, I always call on him. And he's like, yo, Harv, because they used to call me Harvey and Harv. He'd be like, yo, Harv, what's good? What's going on? I said, Dad, yeah, you peddling Mercedes-Benz now. He would laugh and go, yeah. Do you guys remember the neighborhood hustler that was out there in the streets? And sometimes the neighborhood hustler was sometimes he was like the flyest dude in the neighborhood. Sometimes he wasn't, depending on what the hustle was. It always came from a good heart. Some hustlers had to support their addiction. Some hustlers was out there having an entrepreneurial spirit about it, right? Good morning to everybody in the chat room. Let's pay homage to the neighborhood hustlers. I don't know if they're out there hustling no more. I think the neighborhood hustlers are now hustling online. But remember when they used to walk out in the street? And like I said, my man would sell clothes. Another dude would sell incense. Another dude would sell sneakers. We had those guys. We had those guys. Do you remember the neighborhood hustler back in the day? Do you remember who that person was? Whether if they was dependent on a chemical or they was out there hustling legit. There's a lot of people in religion that was hustling. They was hustling out there in the street. What about those guys that was hustling with the bullhorn, talking about Jesus Christ and come rock with us? They were out there hustling. Oh, hold on a second. Wait, don't go nowhere. I'll be right back. Hold on. Hold on. And the reason why I asked about the neighborhood hustler. LaShawn Haynes Jones, love you to death. You already know. Tell your husband I said what's up. Natalie Wright, what's going on? I'm not gonna stay long. I gotta go to the dentist. I already told you. This leads to what the next thing I want to say about the neighborhood hustler. Don't you know the other day, yesterday, the Crocs company came out with they call it Croctober. I love it. I love the wordplay. Croctober. And they had Crocs for dogs at $50 a pop for this, this media campaign. And don't you know that they sold out of Crocs for dogs in a few hours at $50 a pop to celebrate October? There are no more Crocs at the moment for your little dog. And my whole thing is, what is the world coming to today? Or do Shawn Harvey need to get on board? First of all, you know how I feel about Crocs. Kill yourself if you're wearing Crocs. No, let me take that back. I don't want to get deactivated off the platform. I'm not a Croc. I don't like putting them on in the chat room if you love the Crocs. Put a number 2 if you don't. You know how I feel to Miko. She wears the Crocs every day. We already talked about that. And Cindy wears her daughter's Crocs. Talked about that. But Crocs for the dogs. And listen, I'm a dog parent. I get it. But if I'm not wearing Crocs, you know, goddamn well the dog's not wearing Crocs. And they got a picture. You got to see. They got a picture. Hold on. I'm going to show you. Dogs wearing Crocs. Look at this. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Guys, look at this. Oh, wait. Guys, look at this, guys. Look at this. Are you kidding me? I'm wearing my Nightmares Before Christmas Crocs. Oh, she says she's wearing her Nightmare Before Christmas Crocs. Guys, you read what Sheila Hall wrote in there? She's so proud. She's so proud. She said she's wearing her, she says, I'm wearing my Nightmare Before Christmas Crocs right now. Sheila Hall is so proud. She's so proud. This is when you know the world's coming to a motherfucking end. This is when you know we have all completely lost our minds. Look at these neighbors. Look at these neighbors. Look at these neighbors. Look at this. Who is allowing this to happen? They releasing Crocs for dogs for Croctober, and they all sold out at $50 a pop. Now, let's look at the business side of it. Great move. Great move. And I just had some Shawn Harvey Morning Show Crocs out here for the dogs. And let me tell you something. When I dropped off Cooper at the doggy daycare, because y'all know I dropped Cooper off, that's my guy. And Cindy doesn't like, and a lot of people are like, yo, Shawn, what the hell is wrong with you dropping off a dog at daycare? But let me tell you something. They had a big sign at the daycare talking about they needed a groomer, a trainer. They needed these people to fulfill these positions. Hey, Sheila, look at this. Huh? Look at that. What's next? What's next, guys? What's next? What's next, guys? You got Crocs on dogs, and you think that's cool. And they're gonna make $1 billion off of it. I'm not mad at them. But who's doing that? And what size is your dog? What size is your dog foot? What size is it? Cool, come in. Let me see what size your foot is. Goddamn. Let me see. I don't woke him up. I don't know. Coop's like a size 2. I don't know. Let me see this shit. Come here. God damn it. Bring your ass over here. I want to lift this thing down so y'all can see Coop. Look. God damn it. Look at Coop. Look at this nigga. Look. Let's show everybody a goddamn look. Let's see what size that is. That's a size 4. That's a size 4. That's what we're doing. And they making money. Let's talk about the money that they make. I need to get me some Crocs out here doing something to these dogs. Put a number 1 chat room if you're a dog parent like me or animal parent. Put a number 1 in the chat room. The Crocs cost $50 and they sold out. They had a campaign called Croctober. Croctober. And it goes back to what I was talking about the neighborhood hustler. This is a neighborhood hustle, but it's on $1 billion level. So Sheila Hall, how you feel about that? You got your Nightmare Before Christmas Crocs, but guess what? You got all the dogs wearing better looking Crocs than you're wearing, young lady. But if you think that I'm gonna sit here and place an order for my beloved dog to wear some Crocs, you are out of your mind. I want to see one more picture. Oh, this kills me, man. Look at this. This is guys. Look at this. She got on the Croc. Look at that. You think what? You think this is what is this? If I see your dog out there, you lucky. You lucky I'm an old ass man, because if I was in my 20s and 30s, I'll run by your dog and snatch the Crocs. I got arthritis in both my knees. I'm not able to do that, but boy, I would love to steal your dog's Crocs. Oh my God. All different flavors, all different colors. It's a good love for Crocs. $50 a pop. And what's the size of your dog's foot anyway? All right, guys. Listen, tomorrow I'm gonna go on. I appreciate all of you, past, present. Sheila Hall, thank you so much. Stephanie K, God bless. Hey, John, God bless you. You know what I'm saying? We truly appreciate all you guys. Natalie Wright, thank you. We're gonna be back tomorrow, God willing. We have Feel Good Friday. We are bringing back some of our segments, which you already know. We're bringing back the chat room member of the week. We brought it back already. Dilo Mathis won the first chat room member of the week 2 weeks ago. Princess Cox is our current chat room member of the week. He's not in the chat room. I haven't seen him. And tomorrow we have a new chat room member of the week. So guys, I appreciate you. I'm gonna run out of here now. Thank you so much. Please like, share, follow, subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. I truly appreciate all you guys for spending this almost hour with me. Thank you so much. It's all love. We are one big family, and God bless you. I am out of here. The crew will be back tomorrow. Put a number on chat room if you enjoyed the show today. Put a number 2 if you did. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you enjoyed the show today. Put a number 2 if you did. All right. Listen, guys. I am out of here. God bless. See you tomorrow.